Shout out to my people. Shout out to my people sending love, positivity, and good vibes to my people, man. I hope you guys are doing good today. I'm doing great. Today we got a clip of Charleston White, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get it.
Yeah, you know that's how I got
Keep cracking.
the animal cruelty charge from somebody online watching me do this. And they called their police department, sent the video to their police department. Their police department sent it to the Fort Worth Police Department. This was in December 2020. So it was the beginning of 2021 when I got the call from Fort Worth Police Department. Said, "Hey, man, we got reports that you maced a cat." I said, "Man, y'all know goddamn well I ain't maced no cat. Y'all know I ain't that goddamn stupid. Y'all know me."
I was gonna say, you know,
Come on now, but what it
at least
was?
you weren't eating the cats though.
No, so I had just bought this mace gun.
Okay.
So I just bought this badass mace gun. Let me cut these phones off.
Okay, cool.
I had just bought these badass mace gun. So it come with a water canister. So it come with a water canister for the tester, and it come with the mace canister. I had the water canister in there with the camera facing that way, squirting it at my cousin's cat. The water don't even hit the cat. But after I squirted, I turned the camera around on me and said, "Boy, I hate cats. Boy, every time I get mad at white folks, I mistreat cats and dogs." And that's what got me. Yeah,
so they locked you up. That's where the animal cruelty charge came at.
So, but this 2 years
and
later,
with the
though.
gun charge.
Yeah. So they waited till I got to the aggravated assault with the deadly weapon. So the aggravated assault with the deadly weapon was last year, December last year. The animal cruelty was a year before that. So they waited all that time.
So they did lock you up though.
Well, yeah. So I had court October the 10th. So I got locked up last year for these same charges. So I bonded out. So I had a $15,000 bond for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I had a $1,500 bond for animal cruelty to non-livestock, and it was a misdemeanor at the time.
Okay, I'm sorry to be drinking in front of you. I ain't
I
gonna trigger nothing.
I'm tempted by weed.
Okay.
Yeah, that weed get me.
That's at the house.
Yeah. So
that's at the house. Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, go ahead.
So when a nigga attacked me at the barbershop, they hit me with 2 aggravated assaults, but these 2 niggas come in with a gun and attack me while I'm asleep. I've been beefing with my police department, my local police department for a long time because my best friend's son killed a high-ranking police officer by the name of Officer Garrett Hull, highly respected in the community. I'm within the police department. I brought that up on a Cam Newton interview, and it dug up some old. So when I got back, that's when I had those warrants out for me. So they hit me with 2 aggravated assaults with a deadly weapon, waited 2 years to put the animal cruelty on me. It went from a misdemeanor to a felony.
Bring the mic closer to you. So you can bring it this way.
Okay, so they know I'm gonna smoke weed. So they put me on bond conditions where I can't smoke weed. So I tested positive for marijuana after I got robbed in July. I was arrested in August, but didn't nobody know because I bonded out so fast. The only reason people know now, one of them little punk ass rappers was in jail with me. As soon as he bonded out, he called Say Cheese TV and told him. So nobody wouldn't have known. So I had court October the 10th. I had tested positive for marijuana a week before, so I already knew I had a warrant for me. So when I showed up for court, the judge made my bond insufficient and went off the bond and kept me for the weekend. But I got a marijuana card. So I got a marijuana card.
Yeah, let me see that card.
In the state of Texas.
Can you share it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. No, can you share the card? Can I use it under your name?
It's a real card. Mm-hmm. So I got a real.
I'm glad I got my reading glasses on. Yeah, you got it, and it expires 8/30/2025.
And if you see now, if the DPS, if the state troopers pull me over, they got a number to call.
Yeah,
to see that I'm in the database.
Right.
So I got a real medical. So I got a real prescription.
Yep.
But the judge didn't honor the card or the prescription.
It says this mentioned patient is currently an active patient of the Texas Medical Marijuana Doctors. Yeah. If you have any questions regarding their medical cannabis use, please call 844-832-HEMP.
And the judge said, "I'm not adhering to none of that."
The judge must have had a bone to pick with them because I believe that's unfair. How are you able to spend money to get your medical card, but still not be able to use your card because the judge says, you're not allowed to use it? I technically see that as a judge saying you can't take your medicine. But how do you guys feel about the situation?
And that's what I was locked up for.
And you still out there in Texas. I told, why are you still in Texas?
Oh, man.
Well, you don't called out mob ties. You don't called out them FDGP people. Yeah. You got a lot of motherfuckers looking for you. Why you still out there?
Oh, man, that's my home. Who gonna run away from home? And then my family there.
But most you talked about this die when they get rich.
At home.
At home.
Yeah. That's always in the back of my mind. Yeah, that's all. I'm still a fool in some way to a degree.
I don't think you a fool. I mean,
I gotta be if I ain't left Texas. Well, when I tried to leave Texas, I came to Atlanta and got scammed.
Who scammed you in Atlanta?
You know that whole
I forgot about that. That's why I wanted him in the studio. So we don't do all that gang stuff that you be talking about, right?
Yeah, no.
We cover, the love triangles, the scams like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see our platform.
They had a very elaborate scam.
They had a very
elaborate.
And I did say when we met up, because I've already personally apologized to you. I said I was gonna apologize to you publicly.
Yeah, and you did.
I did, but but I'm going to do it to you personally. I want to officially apologize for putting all your personal information out there as a way to get back at you.
Yeah.
And so we did receive the information from a woman who is now indicted.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's been sentenced yet.
She was given probation to, I guess she's going to test. She's playing victim, that she was a victim to Nesto as well, but Nesto was fucking her.
So we talking about Shirley Strawberry's husband, Ernesto.
Ernesto,
okay. She was Ernesto's
little side
bitch,
piece,
but she scammed for Ernesto.
Yeah.
Shirley Strawberry's husband, who worked under Steve Harvey, still works under Steve Harvey.
And you can't tell me Shirley with the strawberry letter wasn't in on it, because every time I was over there with her and he came, it's like
they came. So Shirley Strawberry was always with Ernesto when they came. Yeah, when they came trying to scam you.
And so when you first started seeing me on YouTube, they had me in a 3-story mansion with the elevator in it. So Shirley would come over as well. Nesto would always come over and just sit back and be real kind of reserved. Ask certain questions, but he was trying to read me. But he sicked her on me. They picked me out. So
you talking about the Erica girl?
Yeah.
What's her last name
Erica
again?
King.
Erica King. Yeah, I thought it was Gaines King.
And her dad is a real estate mogul. He was a real estate mogul in Atlanta. So he had just died maybe a year before that. So he was a very, very well known man.
And we talking about Ernesto's side chick.
Side piece, Erica King.
Okay, that caught the indictment with him.
Yeah, she got probation. She got probation. I seen on the news probably about 6 months ago.
She got probation, but she was running the entire scam for him.
Yeah.
And so basically she's agreed to testify against him to send him to jail.
Yeah.
So Shirley Strawberry is now divorced from him. She finally divorced him.
To protect herself, but she was in. Man, you can't tell me they wasn't in on that shit. You can't tell me that, man. It was too...
Well, how did they scam you? What was it? Tell me about it. How'd you meet them?
So I was going viral during the pandemic. So right in the middle of the pandemic, I get this phone call and saying, you about to miss your wave. I'm like, what wave? I'm making $16,000 a month on YouTube. Fuck the wave you talking about. She said, how soon can you get to Atlanta? We want to sign you to an agency, to a management agency. We think you can do acting. They wanted to groom me at the beginning to go against Kevin Samuels. But they said media training. So I'm thinking media training. Okay, maybe this is what they go through to try to see whatever they need to see. So they flew me to Atlanta, picked me up in a Rolls Royce. She had an older man that was around too, and he was playing like the butler. Yeah, he was playing like the butler. I get to Atlanta, first time ever in Atlanta. I'm standing outside. I see that Rolls Royce over there. See him standing out there like the butler, and get a call, say I'm in the white car. I'm saying, man, that Rolls Royce? So we done already, kind of FaceTime each other. And I see that at that time, she had just got a BBL. I don't know what happened in jail, but boy, she had a motherfucking BBL, had a nice little body on her.
I was going to say, the Erica I saw don't look like she had her body done.
Man, she had just got a BBL, right?
Now, mind you, I do want to throw a little curveball in here. Didn't Erica King, or Ernesto's mistress, scam Shawty Shaw?
Yeah, they got him for his mama house.
The comedian Shawty Shaw.
His mama got out the hospital and she was living in Shawty mama's house, and they were gangster with it. They took Shawty mama's house.
We'll come back to that.
Okay.
So the butler's standing out by the car. They open the door for you.
Open the door for me. I get in. She dressed like the Love and Hip Hop housewife. I got on a little old Muhammad Ali, a cool suit that I had got at the mall at one of them nigga stores.
This a movie.
Yeah, and I got the dreads, and I'm saying, well, shit, man, I might, and she presenting herself like what they look like.
Okay.
So, soon as we get back to the house, she immediately go into something seductive. So she went and put on some nice little shorts so niggas see them ass cheeks hanging. So I'm saying, shit, nigga, I'm gonna keep it player. I ain't even gonna on her. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know it'll mess it up. Shit, about after 3-4 days we were sleeping together, but we wasn't having sex.
So you did smash.
Yeah, I fucking shit out of her.
You couldn't resist.
Well, I'm thinking it's a millionaire bitch. I'm finna knock me a millionaire hoe. And, she asked me, well, I'm gonna send some money back to the wife to make this right, is what I'm saying. But I'm finna get this rich bitch. Okay. I ain't never no rich bitch. So I'm thinking it's her house. I'm thinking this is her $1.some million house with the elevator in it. She got a Rolls Royce in the garage. She got a Lamborghini. They had a Benz truck, and they had a Wraith. And
this is all Shirley Strawberry husband.
Yeah, and they showing me titles to the.
Oh,
because Sauce Walker had just bought a Rolls Royce from the Savage. Sauce Walker had just bought a Rolls Royce and done a bunch of work to it. So that's what made her show me the titles to these Rolls Royces. She said he must got a Savage Rolls Royce. So that's how they would get me. In the movie Shaka Zulu, when Shaka Zulu got tricked, he was thinking to himself, and one of the first questions he said, how do you trap a monkey with shiny objects? I was a monkey being trapped by the shiny objects. Little old country boy, ain't never been to Atlanta.
How you catch a monkey is a shiny object. That's a gem. I felt like a monkey mentally when, I was working at my Finish Line job, working paycheck to paycheck just to pay for a bunch of shoes. It was like, what was I really living for? And even like buying jewelry and just materialistic stuff. When you're living to buy a bunch of shiny objects, you really ain't living. I just now got to the point where, I changed my perspective, and it's like, I really want to invest. I want to build an empire. I have a completely different mindset. It's more so assets and not liabilities. So that was a gem right there.
Just Black Hollywood tours. Yeah, so I'm caught up in what I'm seeing. So I'm 90 days in before I realized they might be playing on you. Because it was always keeping me on the inside and having access to my information, my social media platform.
So you gave them access to everything.
I signed the contract. And so with the contract, I gave them a copy of my driving license. Social Security, like a job, for taxes purposes. Yeah. Yeah. But so
that's how she was able to send me everything.
Yeah. So it's like a job. So I'm like it's like a job, right?
Yeah.
Me and her had an argument about something. It's a rapper by the name of PGF Short out of Atlanta. He had booked me to do a intro and an outro to a rap song called Statistics. And he paid me, I think it was $6,000, because she cashed out me $3,000. And then she said she'll pick the $3,000 up in cash on the back end and give it to me when I get there. Would have kept the money. So I break bad on her. So that's how we fell out. Where my money at? You say no. So she got mad and tried to put me out. So I caught an Uber to KOD, got my bags and went to KOD and went partied and then left. That's what made me go back home. Man, let me look at this contract. I signed an outdated contract. That's when the red flag came on.
I feel like the new era of, entrepreneurs, the young entrepreneurs, a lot of them are really sharp when it comes to business because they done heard so many bad deals or bad contracts that potentially it makes them better. So in this situation, it's better for you to learn from somebody else's mistakes than have to, learn from your own mistakes.
That's when they start trying to extort me and do all other kind of shit. So they had built my social media platform up. I'm thinking I'm growing these followers on my own, but they paying the bot followers. I done come from
all these views you were getting on these platforms.
No, not views. So when I went from Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. I had never been on Instagram before I met Erica now. I had never been on Instagram. I was always a Facebook because I was doing millions of views on Facebook. Then I went from Facebook learning how to monetize YouTube at the beginning of the pandemic. They catch me in the middle of the pandemic, right when I'm booming on YouTube.
Yeah, you were booming.
Yeah, I was booming on YouTube.
You and Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, so I was booming on YouTube. So she get me booming on YouTube. So one of the first thing they did, they got me for $20,000 of my YouTube check.
Because she moved the account over to her name.
Yep.
They got them for $20,000. Oh my gosh.
And they had, they had a fake marriage certificate, like me and her were married.
Because that's how she reached out to me and told me she was your wife.
Had my wife tripping, baby. I ain't married to no other. baby. What? Nah, man, I got the sweetest wife in the world, man. No, baby, that bitch lying.
She had your social security number. She had your credit report.
Yeah.
She was like, look at the car he driving. Look at the credit report. See the car. She was like, I know everything. And I was just like, why would his wife? Because, I've been married a long time. I would never put my husband out there like that. No. So, but, it's social media war.
And that was good. Yeah, I was putting that coffee on her. I was taking that souped up coffee to Atlanta, acting like it was my real meat. You know what I'm saying? It's natural Viagra I normally take when I want to impress a woman. So yeah, I'm showing
I appreciate the honesty. I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, I'm showing up with that coffee, sweet. And, I done cut the dreads off to try to impress her. Because in my mind, it's a rich man. I'm bragging about it. I done knocked a rich and so
whole time she getting rich off you and other niggas like you.
Yeah. So she didn't just get me, shouted. They got some NFL rookies. They got some basketball players. But what happened, they ended up getting a lady who was in the real estate business. And that was the tip of the iceberg when they got her. She was an older black lady that they had got. But now me and her having sex. And the butler man is listening to all this. I don't know if I'm saying, man, is that her husband? But the way she treat him like he a butler. And he jumping as if he the butler. Man, they were running circles around me, but I'm new to the internet shit, and I'm thinking all this legitimate. Yeah, I'm thinking all this legitimate. So we having Thanksgiving dinner together in the name of I'm here for media training. And Ernesto would just come, sit back and check things out. And boy, they was ciphering me. Yeah, they was ciphering me.
He would just come over and act like he was...
Yeah.
What would he look like? Because I heard he's like when you meet him, he's very...
He's a handsome old...
Very demure.
He's very demure. Very, legs crossed.
Yeah.
Very reserved.
Yeah.
And he's a handsome, old looking nigga, so I can see how he can play on the young hoe. And I think at the time...
And the older women.
Yeah. And I think he was opening up like some type of barbershop at the time, a male kind of like grooming barbershop for men. He had it down to the T. Yeah, he had it down. And he wouldn't talk much. She did all the talking. He wouldn't talk much. But they gave me access to Shirley. She pull up, he driving the Bentleys, and Shirley and her friends in the back. So I'm saying, man, what kind of it is, mate? So
you met Shirley Strawberry?
Yes. At that house.
And he her? So he Erica. You Erica.
Yeah.
He Shirley Strawberry.
Yeah.
And they all you.
Rawley. Yeah, Rawley. Like a motherfucker. Rawley.
This is crazy that you were at the center of this whole scam and I had no idea.
And I had no idea until I did the Young Jock Morning Show. And me and Shawty having this conversation on air. Live. And I'm saying, nigga, that sound like the same bitch I was dealing with. So when we come off live, I show him a picture. He said, yeah, that's her. And then maybe 2 weeks after that, I got contacted by the detectives, say that they've been looking for me. Yeah.
Because they found maybe your information.
They found, she had all of my nonprofit information. So I was running, but when she met me, I was running my nonprofit, Hyped About Hype Youth Outreach. So she had all of my nonprofit paperwork. She had all of the letters and certificates from the Texas Juvenile Justice Department because they was opening up other nonprofits in my name, stealing money. So they just wouldn't get me for my YouTube shit. They was going to open up other nonprofits. They was getting apartments in my name. They was opening businesses in my name. So yeah, they were doing some.
I don't see how she just got probation if she was
because she's playing victim. Because they making him out to be like a monster predator. Because
like a mobster. Because he has obviously, from what I read, given his background, he's done this before.
Okay.
He's scammed before, 30 years prior. But he's been out and he's been able to kind of test the waters. Apparently, he's a bigamist. He had a wife that he did not divorce. Shirley found out. So basically, him and Shirley were never really technically legally married if you're still married legally to another woman. It was so much that came out on YouTube, but you were the missing, like you kind of really... Like the way that you saw it and it was elaborately broke down, I think this is the first time people are really kind of getting an insight into how this entire scam was going. Because I always said, as a wife, we know our husbands. We know who they fuck.
Goddamn right. Yeah.
Where you been? What you smell like? We know everything. And the fact that Shirley Strawberry is trying to play like she didn't know, and I'm like, but you benefited. So a lot of the money that they stole from you went towards her lifestyle.
Yeah. And so Erica ended up playing like she was victimized by him, as if she was also a victim. But no, she was a co-conspirator.
That's so messed up. They were married and she still threw her husband under the bus.
Because she would get upset because she slipped up and said, he's gonna be mad at me. He's gonna come in. He's calling me stupid motherfucker. Because she tried to play on me like she got pregnant.
Oh.
Yeah, she tried to play on me like she got pregnant.
She too old to get pregnant, ain't she?
Man, I know that.
I was like, Erica.
But they going to a prenatal place or wherever they going, taking pictures and sending this shit as if she's really pregnant. So she's trying to get me to think she's pregnant. But man, bitch, that ain't my baby.
So she was trying to pay, like, what, extort you to get
she's trying to extort me, yeah.
How much did she want to get rid of the non-existent baby?
She wanted to keep it. And then that was going to tie me down to sending money that I make to her. So they went and got another house with a pool in it. And yeah. So at one point in time, I thought it was mine. Then I had to think, man, I ain't been nothing in that bitch. That whole line. I was, man, I ain't been nothing in that whole.
So you put it somewhere else?
Yeah.
Well, how you know she didn't wipe it up and put it back inside?
They can get pregnant like that?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. I ain't know motherfucker.
Yeah, now you know.
Yeah, now I know. So,
Chat, is that true? I heard once semen is airborne, that, it immediately dies. Is that a myth or am I tripping?
She was pressing too hard about money for them to be this millionaire in this house. So she would show me checks. So she had me thinking that her dad left them some money, and I'm sure he did. But for some reason, she couldn't cash these $20,000 checks, these $18,000 checks. So I'm thinking, okay, this is my little bitch. Here go $2,000. That $2,000 was going to him. So when I didn't give him no money, she started almost acting as she was afraid of that. So what you mean he calling you stupid? I thought you called him uncle. Y'all gotta be f***ing. She started showing fear of him, but she was working on behalf of him. I don't think he was physically abusive. I think he was more verbally abusive. Because she would say, man, he calling me stupid because I done got pregnant by you and he did. So she was more afraid of the verbal abuse that he was putting down on her. Because I never saw any bruises, never nothing, anything like that.
So you think he was really verbally abusing her?
Yeah. His aura, his aura said that. Yeah, his aura said
So he never really talked to you?
Mm-mm.
But he just allowed you to kind of see
he was
this lifestyle.
So they had a big old long table. So me and her would sit right here and we eating on, like in the castle, man, they got gold plates. And so it's real lavish. She would sit right here, I'm sitting right here, and he would always sit at the end of the table and just cross his legs, and she would ask the question. They had a whole little board as if I were going through the media training. So they had to set up like I was really going through media training. She would have a hairstylist. She would have one of the Love and Hip Hop hairstylists do her nails every Friday and they would shred $20 and put real $20 worth of shredded bills in her nails. That would make me think, man, he picking some money like a motherfucker. I'm coming back home bragging like a bitch. I got a bitch up here. And I damn near want to tell my wife, baby, I'll be back. I'm going to leave you for, I really want to do this. I'm thinking they got some money. And yeah, they would get my money. Yeah, they would.
So she was shredding them $20 bills of your money and putting them in her nails.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was a lot of use because I had so many women contact me saying that they sent money to Ernesto. Basically, he would, flirt with them. A couple of them had him on recording and he would flirt with them. Let me see your titties. Let me do this. Let me get 500. And it was something pertaining to like some RV company that he owned. So like basically he would fake like they were going to invest in these RV companies, but the company was really non-existent. There were no RVs. So yeah, anything he could tell them that he was going to help them with, and they would do it. A lot of them would know that he was married to Shirley and didn't care. A lot of them didn't know, but he ran scams on any and everybody.
Yeah, the handsome old that can talk good, and he talk. He spoke softly, kinda. But you got to think. I remember because I used to listen to Steve Harvey Morning Show every morning out of Dallas when he was in Dallas. When Shirley first met him, she was super excited about meeting this. And Steve didn't want him. They just ain't gonna let anybody into the circle. So Steve vetted him. They talked about it on the radio. He had to go through Steve to ultimately get the approval to get at Shirley.
But he said it didn't work like that.
Bullshit, man. If you can go back and listen to the archive.
That's why everybody had said that it was Steve that
he vetted him.
Introduced him.
He vetted him. 6 months after her and I meeting, I would hear them talking about trying to get Steve a private plane, a private jet. He was trying to get his own private jet. She took me to Miami to go get more Bentleys and more. I don't know what they was doing, but me and her went to Miami and stayed at this luxurious resort, and she disappeared for a day. She disappeared never called, didn't come back, no nothing. So I booked my flight back home. I said, man, I'm quit with that bitch. She must got another. So 2 weeks after that, that's when she called and said she was pregnant, but they playing on me. But they was coming down here scamming for cars. Scamming for the Turo cars.
How were they doing that?
I don't know. I couldn't, man, I don't know, because when she came back, when I came back, she had the titles to these salvage cars. I don't know what they was doing. I just know they had titles to these luxurious cars.
And this is the car that one of the cars that she probably pulled up to greet you in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And she would go send me back home with a Lamborghini truck. Man, I would go drive the Lamborghini. Yeah, this was good. Yeah.
You gonna drive it back from Atlanta to Texas?
To Texas, as thinking this is mine, they getting for me. I couldn't wait to get in that stolen motherfucker, not knowing it's stolen, and ride back home. Boy, this bitch done got me, because I'm thinking this bitch got money. I'm thinking they got money. Yeah. So
how your wife feel? Because you do be like, you be outside. How your wife be feeling about you being outside like that? If I was your wife, I would cut your off.
Well, my wife know I ain't sleeping with everybody.
I feel like Charleston White's wife has to be one special girl, because putting up with him, he a trip.
She know what kind of she married. For the most part, I ain't no freaking. I ain't trying to everything. But man, I to get ahead. I was just trying.
You almost the renter.
Yeah, I did. I wanted to.
And what happened?
I come when she was dancing on me, so there wasn't no need to fuck.
You came?
Hell yeah, wait, she that much. I could feel it. They were warm on through them jeans. Boy, we were hunching. And she would whisper, man, shit, I don't take much to turn it on. And
skeeting through your pants is wild work, yo.
Yeah, I was excited.
I forgot you were old.
Man,
y'all ain't trying to please nobody.
No,
y'all trying to get pleased.
Yeah, man, you saw how she was grinding and thrusting, man, and she trying to feel the head of it, and it's stretching. It's stretching, and man, you saw what she was doing.
Well, she a Muslim now. You should have hit her before she converted.
I'm proud of her.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm proud of her. So we went out that night. So me and her went actually.
Oh, after that?
Yeah, we went out that night. We went to Playhouse.
Okay.
We kind of made out a little bit. Shannon Briggs looked over in the corner and said, "Yo, champ, get a room." But she was, she was super drunk by then. And
nobody knew about that you took her out.
Well, I don't kiss and tell, but now she Muslims and I can repent now. So we went to Playhouse. We had fun, made out in the corner, didn't have sex. We were very much attracted to each other. It's the polarization that she was turned on by, the polarizing figure.
Cause she likes polarizing. She like polarizing figures. That's why she got a baby by who she got a baby by, and that's why she date who she dates. So
and she tried to handle me like a sucker till we got in that corner. Yeah, I ain't one of them kind of.
What happened when you got in the corner? What y'all did? What happened?
Well, she's sexually she's dominant. That's why she was able to get on. Most women aren't that dominant to do that, but she is. So a weak man would give in to that. Man, I ain't giving in now. That's why I laid back and put my hands up.
Because I was gonna say that's an easy charge now.
Well, I'm a player, so I know how to play. I'm a player, so and I ain't weak for.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to get me with conversation.
But you said you came though.
Man, that's because I was excited. I done calmed off lap dancing before, going to the club, getting a 4-minute song, grinding on that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you finna get my husband in trouble now.
He can't come off lap dancing. I'm known to do that.
Look at Shay, like interview's over. This Talking too much.
No, listen to me. You imagine going to go get a lap dance.
Okay.
And it's sitting up on your belly. And she grinding up and down on it. You can feel that warmness. You can feel the motherfucking panties getting wet. And y'all looking each other in the eyes. Man, one more song, baby. Come on. Yeah, these 3-4 minute songs.
So you pay for lap dances?
I don't anymore. That's when I was in my young day because I know I come. So I don't do myself like that.
Okay.
So I'm going to be a gentleman. I'm going to throw the money in there. I ain't sticking my finger nowhere. So I'm in a strip club every night. That's why you don't hear no women saying nothing bad about me. I'm in a strip club almost every night all over this country.
Ain't that how you got shot? Like you shot yourself in the leg in the strip club? Was I not supposed to say that? Or we cut that out?
Well, yeah. I accidentally shot myself in the leg in a strip club, but they ain't got no proof of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so now, so I don't have security. So I bought this gun.
Okay.
My wife bought me this credit card gun. And it's about the size of a credit card. So that's my little pocket rocket. And I normally sneak it in the clubs. Okay. So I go to the club, I see a bunch of just sitting in the VIP section with girls just looking at me. And I'm with a little female and my partner. So I'm saying, man, why do you just sitting there staring at me and they got girls over there? So I cock it. I pull it back, but it's a hair trigger gun. So, and it's a one-shot hair trigger, little 22. It got long range 22 bullets. So I normally have it in my right pocket because I'm right-handed.
Yeah.
But I know I'm gonna roll some weed up. So I put it in my left pocket.
Okay.
I sit down and get ready to roll that weed and say, God damn, the weed in this pocket. Boy, I reach in that pocket and my thumb hit the trigger. Pow! And everybody, the music is loud, but they heard it. Man, that motherfucker hit me. Now, I went into shock.
It wasn't close to your way.
No. It hit my leg right here. So it went in.
Oh.
Yeah, so it went in here.
Shit.
Okay. Yeah, so
it went in and went out.
Yeah, it went out. So
okay. Turn your chair back around, get back in front of the mic. We gotta make sure we get that video.
So I'm an irresponsible gun owner at this time when this happened. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying, man, that bullet done went somewhere. I'm trying to make sure ain't nobody got hit. So I look around and my body went into shock.
Because you were losing blood, obviously. Yeah.
So I look at my partner and said, I think I shot myself. But I don't want nobody to know because I'm embarrassed. So I sit for about a minute and I go to feeling that blood running down that motherfucker. I gotta go, nigga. Cause I know that leg. I know some people that died from leg shots.
Yeah.
So I rushed to the hospital.
Especially if you hit a vein, a major vein.
Yeah. I rushed myself to the hospital.
And you was good. They was able to. Yeah. Okay. You left the next day.
That day. Because now they want to know who shot you. Now the police with me. Yeah. And now I got to admit that I shot myself. But I can't tell these people I shot myself in the club because it's against the law to take a gun.
You can say it was somebody else's gun.
Well, it was a skit. It was a skit.
Yeah, it was a skit. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad you made it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever really taught. I mean, people have kind of known, but they didn't really know.
I wouldn't get no detail.
Yeah.
Because I want the internet to believe what they believe.
That's the worst when you injure yourself. You damn near halfway embarrassed, like shooting yourself. I broke my ankle, and I was just so embarrassed after I broke it. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you guys hop into my bio where you guys can follow my other platforms. I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. We out.